bantamweight matchup between Holm and Ketlen Vieira. All right, so here she is, one of the best wrestlers in this or any division. You hear a lot of parents say, I got to get my daughter in jiu-jitsu. How about getting them in wrestling? You turn out a product like this.
By having that wrestling approach, she possesses something different. She's constantly on the forward. She understands the ability to train. The way that your body starts to respond to being fatigued, she has done that since she was a very little girl.
Yeah.
And the beauty in the wrestling is that as a kid, she didn't just wrestle girls, she wrestled little boys.
Right.
So now as she's competing in the female divisions, she understands competition across all genders. The ability to compete is what carries this young lady to being so dominant in her performances.
She is so gifted in transition. It'll be a pleasure to watch her work here tonight. She has a difficult matchup in front of her. All right, here she is, and still one of the best bantamweights or featherweights on this UFC roster, Holm. She has had Mike Winkeljohn in her ear since she was 16, 17 years old, and she still believes she is adding layers to her striking game and getting better like a fine wine.
Holm is the type of fighter that the canvas is completely open to painting on. Holm was the 2012 Female Boxer of the Year.
Crazy.
Then after all that time away from boxing, she then becomes the UFC champion and does that with a variation of skills, not just boxing. As you see in the Megan Anderson fight, when things got tough on the feet, she had an ability to take it to the ground and use her grappling to win that fight. But the biggest moment was the knockout of Ronda Rousey when she was a massive underdog to capture her first UFC championship.
Maybe the most signature win in UFC history for any man or woman, and one of the best highlights you will ever see. Holm looking for more where that came from here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a wrestler holding a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Manaus, Arizona, Brazil, Ketlen Vieira. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a boxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, Holly, the Preacher's Daughter, Holm!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to prayer. You ready?
All right, so here we go, one of the better strikers in this division. She is facing one of the better grapplers this division has ever seen. Pretty straightforward as to what you expect both of these fighters to do here.
I expect them to follow the game plan that got them to the show. You don't get cute in these situations.
Right.
You don't get cute in these situations. You rely on what got you here. If you're a great grappler, get close. Make contact, use your trips and throws to get the fight to the mat. If you're the striker, you need to be at distance. She has to maintain space so that she can time a counter and hopefully end the night of this fantastic grappler. Another clinch position. Oh, big head kick.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming. Another clinch position.
That is how you scramble, folks. Just over 3 minutes to go. Vieira's in half guard. Oh, look at this. She's got her in the crucifix. A lot of body weight with which to contend. We'll see how she tries to get up here.
It's a very tough situation for the bottom girl. Before the top fighter, all she has to do is just maintain and keep control. Keep it safe. Don't allow it to turn chaotic, because when it turns chaotic, you lose one of the arms. You got to keep both of the arms. Punch, 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 elbow, 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 and end the fight.
Under 2 minutes to go now in our opening round. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow, controlling underhook and getting back to your feet.
Under a minute now to go, round one.
Big knee lands.
Oh, big knee.
She can't take pictures now. She has to... Oh!
Back to the feet.
Uppercut landed.
So just over 20 total strikes have connected for Holm. Some real power shots here.
You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight? Big punch from the clinch.
Big knee to the body. What an end to round one. Caution, flammable. That horn signifies the end of the round, and quite frankly, after that knockdown with the head kick, I didn't think we'd get here.
It's a merciful horn. We're happy to hear the horn because she was getting brutalized. She was getting beat up to the body, but the big moment was when her opponent took the kick high and knocked her down.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round two. She lands a punch there. We'll see if she can start to turn these singular strikes into combinations now.
She's gonna have to find something to follow that big strike that she's landing over and over again. Big kick lands.
Counters with a right hand.
Oh.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And they separate. Holm gets hit by that leg kick, so maybe that one gets her attention. Oh, the master of the transition. Nice scramble.
Big punch land.
Vieira gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these.
Big kick.
So again, they will clinch here. Switching stances here. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D? So 44 total strikes for Holm. And above 50% too when it comes to the connection rate, landing with 51% accuracy against Ketlen Vieira. Takedown defense holds up. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now. Nice 1-2 there. Less than 2 minutes now to go in round two. She blocked the punch.
Nice kick. nice body kick land.
Vieira's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Effective punch there by Holm. And they separate. All right, so again, the fighters clinch here. Kind of had an inkling we'd find ourselves back in this situation.
Absolutely. Both of these fighters love fighting chest to chest. The uglier the fight, the better.
That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition. Another shot here. Pretty good straight punch there by Holly Holm. All right, that's the end of round number 2. Well, her opponent's got a lot of work to do now, and she's been largely rendered a one-legged fighter. Take us through the replay from that last round.
Yeah, she got beat up. Her legs got beat up, and now she's moving more slowly. She's not moving as well as she did early, as you would expect when you take that many leg kicks. She's got to check one of these, or her opponent will continue to go to the well and kick her leg over and over.
All right, here we go. Next round is underway, and how about her kicking game in the previous round? My Lord.
She is so good at just blasting kicks with no regard for what's coming back at her. She's not worried about the counter. She will check a reverse kick. She always moves her head off the center line when she throws kicks, so she is not in any danger of taking a counter right hand.
Ooh, big knee. Back there, this could be the end.
She landed a massive uppercut that hurt her opponent very, very badly.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, nice job by her to land the left punch there.
Left punch lands.
Vieira's looking for that arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. She's got side control now. Maybe some of those knee strikes to the body. A lot of different things available to her here.
Now, in the side control, you may feel like the bottom person that you have a lot of outs, but there is a lot of danger in those positions too. A lot of danger in the knees coming your way. A lot of danger in the chokes. So you have outs, but you're also constantly under duress from a great top fighter.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling.
Vieira's looking
really
for that arm
game.
triangle now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh.
Getting tighter. And there it is!
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there. And nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is, your winner by submission, and there will be no wiping the smile off her face tonight as she turns in one of the bigger highlights of her UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, Ketlen.
Oh, well, there she is. A lot of people felt like this fight was destined to go the distance. She had other ideas.
She said that if this fight went to the ground, it did not matter how good her opponent is. She was going to submit her. She did exactly that. She feels like she's levels above the rest of the game in the grappling.